Hi, this is Tom Johnston with TomJohnston.org. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about thinking about where you work. And strangely enough, this is not something that we talk about a lot, at least in my experience growing up. Where do you want to get a job? Assuming you're not independently wealthy or a thriving entrepreneur, or even if you want to be an entrepreneur, in the short term, you're going to have to make a living. Some people are very down on corporate America. They think that you'll get screwed or be taken advantage of. I actually have a profoundly different perspective on that. I think top shelf corporations, whether American or otherwise, are some of the institutions that are the most likely to treat you reasonably well. There's a couple of provisos here. First, you want to have skills that are highly valued so that you don't just work for one institution and if you're laid off, you're completely screwed. You want to have skills that multiple institutions want. Second, when you're going to target a company, I'm telling you, think ambitiously. Don't think, oh, what job can I get? Think, I could work for Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Facebook, the federal government, Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, Intel, Nestle, Pfizer, all these super top shelf companies. If you don't even know what those are, just do a Google search on top 10 companies that people want to work for in the world, or top 10 most respected brands in the world. And the reason I think we should all work for these companies if we can is that you learn the skills of thriving at top shelf institutions. That means you learn the best business practices, the best information flow practices. These people will pay for you to get training. They'll often even reimburse you to get a graduate degree. And look, this isn't just for software programmers and engineers. One member of my family works for one of the top 5 tech firms in the world, and they have a lot of administrative assistants who work there who the jobs actually don't even require having a college degree. Most of them do, but they didn't go to Ivy Leagues or anything. They usually went to the state school nearby where this is headquartered. And these are good jobs, roughly 6 figures. But the benefits alone are worth roughly $20,000 a year just for the benefits. When you're raising a family, these kind of benefits are phenomenal. And that's why I think it's a huge mistake to not aim high and try to get your foot in the door. And we could talk a lot about this in the future, but if you don't really know how to go about this, there's a lot of ways to get creative. I mean, go on Reddit and ask questions like, how do I target this? What are the first steps I take? How do I get my resume in the door? And even little things like, what do I wear at an interview? I became a diplomat for a while for the US government, and when I finally got the interview, I really didn't know exactly how to dress, like what level of formality. And so I tracked down a guy who'd gone to my college, who had become an American diplomat. He was already a friend of mine. And I asked him, how do you suggest I dress? And, we talked about what color, all of that. I mean, it was, in retrospect, I overthought it, but that's how it always is when you don't know what you're doing. So, you just got to probe and ask questions and keep working towards it. Another thing is like a company like Amazon is a huge logistics center. Work in their warehouse if that's what's your speed at this point. But get your foot in the door and start gaining skills. The other thing that's just amazing about working about these companies is they're paying you while you're massively upgrading your skill set over time. And also you get really high quality colleagues usually working at these places who aren't addicted to drugs or just a disaster. I mean, of course there's always exceptions to everything, and I'm not saying that it's always low quality colleagues in other firms, but nonetheless, I think for most of us we really benefit. Another reason is that it'll really boost your confidence. I mean, it's early in life or whatever stage in life, if you get hired and you thrive and do well at one of these firms, you're going to know, hey, I'm a high performer. I can handle this. I can flourish here. And it'll really expand your level of ambition and what you think is possible, which is all to the good. And actually that level of confidence spills over not just in your professional life, but into every other aspect of your life. So look, if you're going to have a job, you're going to be working 40 hours a week or more. So why not make as much money as you can, build as much skills as you can, get the best colleagues that you can, frankly, get the best prestige that you can by working there, and do something great. If you want to be an entrepreneur after that, it's only to the better. You'll have an easier time raising money. You'll have an easier time with the confidence and skills that you've gotten, you'll have built maybe a financial buffer because you're making good money. Excuse me. And you'll be on your way. So that's my suggestion. Think about working for an elite institution. By the way, that could also be intergovernmental institutions or transnational institutions like the United Nations or the World Bank. There's a bunch. We got cut off because my phone's memory got filled up. We were almost done with the video anyways. Again, there's lots of institutions out there that are really top shelf that you can target. You can do this, just be creative and believe in yourself. Start pulling together a resume, start reaching out to people, figure out how you get your foot in the door, figure out what skills you already have that could be valued. And if you do it, I don't think you'll regret it. You'll really boost your confidence. You'll be getting compensated much better. You'll probably be treated a lot better. You'll be building skills and developing a network that you can use throughout the rest of your life. The only thing that's keeping you from doing this is what's right in here, whether or not you think it's possible. So let me know what you think of this. Let me know if you already work for a great firm, your perspective on it, and if you think you might be targeting someone or some specific firm, which one. I always appreciate comments, and I will talk to you soon. If you liked this video, please do give me a thumbs up. It helps me get these videos out to other people. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. We're in the early stages at this point, and I want to thank you again for your attention, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you.